Good morning. It is now the 15th of December. I'm back in my stand again after a few days break. Last time I told you I had good news, bad news, and better news, I guess. Good news is I shot a deer. Bad news was it was small. But good news is I got about 25 pounds, almost 30 pounds of meat off of that thing. So that's a couple smoked sausages and stuff I can make and practice with. And anyway, it's Friday. I've already heard people shooting out there. I got squirrels already moving. But today, I brought my Vortex binoculars because I want to make sure what I shoot at this time a little bit better than I did last time. So I brought my eyes out, so if the sun comes up, at least I got something to get a little closer to see if it's got a rack or not. We're selective hunting. We're not just going to shoot anything that comes out in front of us this time. No need to. Our freezer is pretty much full of other stuff. So after this weekend, which for us is Christmas. I know Christmas is not to the 25th, but our children and grandchildren and great-grandkids are coming up, with the exception of my son out in Arizona and my other grandson. But for the most part, family's going to be up here to celebrate Christmas a little early on their schedule because of their work and stuff. I'm grateful and for all the blessings on that one because my granddaughter and grandson both got time off with their mom to come up here as well, so that's going to be good. So, and she's a wee bit pregnant too, so that makes it even nicer. This will be the second or third Christmas with our great-granddaughter, I think. It don't matter. She's got a lot of stuff under the tree, so she's going to be a happy camper. So I'll start this video today, and then I'll probably will take a break in between it before I pick it up next week sometime when I go back down to my stand. Yep, I'm in my wife's stand again. The deer seem to be moving up here a little bit better, so I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens. Usually we don't see deer in the morning, but the cameras are telling me they're out here in the morning between 7 and 8 most mornings, so we'll see what happens. A lot of great hunters out there in the pages, on the Facebook pages. I'm glad to see you all getting them great deers out there. Unfortunately, our area doesn't have that big of a deer population, and as far as large ones, I mean, I got all four sides around me hunting deer, and I think they shoot just about anything that walks in the forest sometimes, with the exception of my neighbor by the lake. His rules are 10 point or more, you don't shoot. Does, they don't care, they want big does. So anyway, that's where we stand at. I figured I'd check in with you, let you know we're still here. Alrighty, I'll talk to you in a bit. You know, I gotta tell you, I got the wife's European mount. There it is with her in it. And a very proud moment for her to mount her biggest buck ever. And compared to some of y'all, it's not that big, but to her, it was what she was after. And I'm very proud of her. Let me give you a little history. 3 years ago, when we first moved into this property, we used to sit side by side in the stand. She wasn't hunting. She would just sit there and keep me company and all that. Since then, she's been very independent. She's got her own stand. She hunts on her own. She tracks on her own if she has to. She does everything. She even guts the deer out. I mean, she is fantastic. You know, you wouldn't believe how old she is. I mean, 70 years old I've got now. And she's been doing this for a while. And yes, we're both old, but she looks like she's 45, man, let me tell you. She's rock solid. She's solid as a core. She's independent. She's very fun to be with. Couldn't ask for a better hunting partner, even though we don't hunt in the same stand. We hunt the same property. I mean, this is her stand, and her second one's down there, and then I got my two over there, fixing to have 3. That'll be this spring. I went and bought a nice big pop-up blind, and I'm going to put it on top of a platform for me to hunt down in the bottom area, a little farther down and deeper in the woods, along with Bob's memorial stand, which is still there. So anyway, I'm so proud of my wife. I just wanted to share that with you. That's her mount, like I said, and how grateful I am to have somebody that goes out and hunts, helps me dress out deer, helps me carry the deer, and then we also process the meat at home. So we work together on everything, all the way down to the summer sausages, mixing them up and everything else. So I'm very, very, very proud and very, very grateful to have her. So anyway, I just needed to throw that in there to you. Alrighty, talk to you later. Well, that's a first. Had 3 deer just come running across this way, make a U-turn, and run back the other direction. They're running like a bat out of hell. I don't see what's chasing them. But that's the first I've ever seen. I couldn't even get a video of that damn thing. I was like, what the hell? I see whitetails flying everywhere. Went down in front of me, came up over here to my right, and then shot right back across in front of me. They weren't even slowing down. There was no, I don't know what scared them. And they ran right back to where they started from. Well, at least I saw deer this morning. That was a good thing, you know. I was wondering if I was going to see anything other than these squirrels out here who are keeping me entertained. So, yeah. Hopefully it was a buck chasing them. Now they're on their way back. I don't know. But they were moving fast. I mean, I've never seen them run that fast before, other than when I scare them. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here in a couple more minutes. Well, I think this morning's a bust, other than seeing the 2 deer run and a bunch of squirrels. So I'm going to call it quits for today. I have the luxury. I told you I'm selective hunting this time. I'm not going to be that desperate. But come Tuesday, I'll be back in the stand, which I think is, let me see, 17th, 18th, 19th. 19th of December, I'll be back out here in the stand again. So, not this stand. I think I'm going back down to my stand again. This is the wife's stand. I don't know if she wants to hunt anymore. She hasn't hunted since she got that buck. You know, she's happy. And like I said, I showed you the beginning of the picture of her on a beautiful mount. And I think it's fantastic. I know a lot of y'all have bigger racks, and your wife's first deer, your daughter or kid's first deer are a lot bigger than what we got, that's for sure. But we have what we have, and I'm grateful that what we got, and I'm so happy to see the other ones get it. Trust me, I'm not upset about anything. It's just the love of hunting. You know, that's about it. You know, whether I get one or don't get one. If we get a couple of deer a year, get some summer sausage, I'm very, very happy. And my friends are too, because I like to share with them and the family. So all works out pretty good. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it until the 19th, okay? And we'll talk to you later. Hey, good morning. It's the 20th of December now. It's been a couple days since I talked on this video and started it. Got ready to walk out here to the deer stand. And deer were already out here. But I didn't spook them. They just kind of did their normal walking routine. So hopefully within a half hour, an hour, they show back up this morning. If not, no big deal. So I brought my new camera around to take pictures of does and stuff if I see any deer that's not a buck. A big buck anyway. So, but it's been a great week. We had Christmas on the 17th. That's just 18th actually, which is Sunday. No, 17th, Sunday. And it was great because, you know, my daughter and grandson and granddaughter couldn't get off work except for that day before Christmas. So we celebrated Christmas early. And nothing more special than seeing a 2-year-old have fun on Christmas. And that was my great-granddaughter. And, of course, the rest of the family there, too. So, but it was great, and found out my son opened his gifts too early because, well, you know, everybody in the family likes to do something at the same time. And even though it was a great Christmas, it would have been even better if I had my son and his wife there, and, of course, my oldest grandson there, and then make icing on the cake would have been my nephew, the whole family. That would have been special, but we all have different lives. So, anyway, back to hunting. It's a nice cool morning, about 20-something degrees out here. The sun's up again, so that's good. And all we need now is the deer to show up. So I'll probably hunt here this morning and then go down to my stand this afternoon and get back to hunting and finish off the year and see if I can get that 8-point wide. If not, we'll get another doe or two. And then archery for the last couple days when hunting season ends. We still have a couple days, so we'll hunt it some more. Just to make sure we got something in the freezer more than that. Okay, talk to you in a bit. Yeah, I got deer running in front of me. They're out there about 200 yards. Not enough to get a shot in the picture. They're on the lower part of the ridge. But at least they're moving. That's the second set of deer to move this morning. The first one, like I said, when I walked out, these were running across again. I don't know. They're in a hurry or something. But at least I saw the deer again while I was sitting out here. And that's all that matters to me is they're moving. And this is the second time I've been in the stand watching deer move in the last week. Like I said, I think it was Friday when I talked to you, the 15th. Anyway, it's been a few days, 5 days. And I'm still seeing deer. Even when I went to the dump yesterday, deer were moving, which is pretty good. Up there they are, but I'm too small. Okay, I'll get back. Well, been out here for a while. Getting kind of hungry for breakfast, and deer are moving. I saw them a couple minutes ago. They're just down there below me. They're 200-300 yards away. I can see their tails through the trees, but they're moving like they got a purpose in life, and they're hidden somewhere, and it's not here to my stand. So we'll give it a break and come on out later on this afternoon and do some hunting. Got to charge up my phone anyway. The battery's about to die. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk to you this afternoon. Well, I was eating my lunch, and the wife went out earlier. She's sitting in her stand, and she's got a big buck in front of her, about 100 yards, she says. She says it's just rubbing the track up against the trees and stuff, and told me to get to the stand. And it's between us, so it's actually moving up towards my direction. I don't know if that's good or bad, but she's videoing it. Hopefully, I can show you the video here if we see it. But I think if I don't get the shot, because I got a lot of trees and stuff between us, I don't think it's going to come over here. But I just got done rattling. See if the rattle will bring them in. I don't know. So I'll get back at you. I'm going to try to make myself quiet and go down to my wife's stand. She wants me down there because the deer is now bedding down. So when it gets up, maybe I can get a good clean shot at it, she says. But I got to get down there quietly, so hang on to it. I'm in the stand with my... Get back over there. Don't have to hide. Get back over there. You're part of this video, too. Quit hiding. I got my wife in the stand, and she's trying to hide. But that big old bastard is sitting right there laying down right now. And I don't dare spook him, but I could get out there and get a shot at him. If I wanted to, I guess. Walk over that in the trees. But there's a lot of shrubs in between us, so I'm afraid the bullet would spook out. So we're going to wait here and see what happens. The deer is bedding right there in that area. He's just laying down there. He's got a big rack on his head. We can see him move his head back and forth, but he's bedded down for the next day for some reason. But that's okay. Well, he just got out. He just got up, and he decided to run straight away from us. So another day, another deer gone. And that thing was big. After he stood up, he was even bigger than I thought he was. So she's disappointed. She's hiding behind me. She's camera shy. I don't know why. She's such a beautiful lady. She should be seen videoing this stuff herself. So, okay, I'm going up. Good afternoon. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon right now. Back at my wife's stand again. This seems to be the spot where the deer move. Down near mine, they don't move as much this time of year, I guess. They love this road up here. She's off here to my left, down below the hill there, so she's safe. And I know where my shooting limits are, so I don't shoot anything unless it's here in the front where I can not worry about it. So safety is a must, okay? I meant to tell you guys something, and gals, excuse me. I got a see-through blind, ground blind the other day. I ordered it, saw it, and I said, you know what? Tideweed makes them. But I bought this other brand over here, and I'll post a name. And let me tell you something. I set that thing up Sunday. It came in Sunday. I was like, wow. So my son-in-law and me put it up real quick. And, of course, my granddaughter, she has to help out. I want to take measurements. Inside is like 96 inches from corner to corner, no matter which way I did it. So I said, damn, that's a pretty good size blind. So I'm going to make a ground blind stand out of 2x6s and 1x6 and make them the floors, and we'll put that out with some steps down in another area. I've got it being surveyed right now with the cameras. I know they moved down there by that creek bed area. So, and it's also where that my tall boy stand I used to be. I gave that to my grandson because I couldn't stand climbing up that thing 16 feet and being on a little pedestal. It drove this fat boy crazy. Trust me. So I got a new ground blind. That's going to be a new video when I put it together, build one. So I'll do a do-it-yourself video on how to make ground blinds using, not the ground blind, but the ground blind platform. I've seen videos on it, and we'll touch on it and show you the blind once it's set up. I'm going to put shelves in there just like I did my wife's right here, so I got a resting spot. So other than that, we're looking good. So let's hope the deer roll in. Hey, I have a silly question for you guys out there and gals. Would any of you shoot a deer that was bedding down? I mean, honestly, I've talked to a couple people before, and they said, you know, if the deer's laying down, it's calm, you go ahead and shoot it. It ain't going to hurt. I'm just curious. I mean, if I see a deer bedding, I'm just going to wait till he stands up. I mean, pretty much. I don't feel like it's ethically correct to shoot a deer laying down. My best option would be if he's standing up, then shoot him and let him lay down. That was just a quick question. I mean, the wife went home about 10-20 minutes ago. She's all excited. She had about 10 or 15 turkey down there with big long beards, all toms and stuff, waddling around, and a few hens maybe. And she says, where are they at? And of course, you know, during turkey season, they hide. So, but she got to see them down at her other stand, so that was pretty good. I haven't seen anything up here but squirrels so far. And that's not abnormal. We know that for a fact. So cooler weather's moving back in, so maybe they'll start moving here in a little bit. And got a little warm. About 54 degrees here about an hour ago. And now she's dropping back down to the low 40s and back into the 30s. But either way, I'm going to sit out here for another 20 minutes or so. And the sun's starting to go down over here behind me. And I'm hoping they move a little bit. But anyway, just wanted a curiosity. Please comment on that and let me know. Hey, good morning. It's the 21st of December. I'm getting near towards closer to Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. In my wife's second stand this morning, she wanted me to try it out, so I got up earlier this morning, came out and sit here in the stand. Today will be the last day on this video. I'm going to post it. I don't like it to be too long, but I am amazed. I watched YouTube videos yesterday of people hunting. Just like me, they talk and they tell you what's going on. We chit-chat a little bit about things, and they didn't get deer. Some got deer, some didn't get deer, so I like that. It shows a realistic portion of hunting that we always don't get deer when we're out here. You can hunt a week, 2 weeks. This one guy hunted 20 days to get an elk, and he finally got it. A big elk, too. I don't hunt elk. And then the other guy, you know, he spent 4 or 5 days a week tracking a buck, and he got that one, so it happens. You know what I'm saying? It really does happen. Now, what they call them, saddle stands? I don't think I could ever do a saddle stand, but I've seen videos on them lately. A lot of people use saddle stands. I guess it's easier when you go into public land or like we have out here, wildlife management areas to hunt. So anyway, let's get back to hunting. You know, there's one thing Tennessee could friggin' change as far as the law, and that's the does. You get 3 doe every day. That's 126 during regular season, okay? I read it and I asked them, and they said, yep, 3 doe a day, every day. And I think 2 bucks and 3 doe is perfect for just one person. You know what I'm saying? So if I got 2 bucks and 3 doe, and my wife's got that, that's enough deer meat to last us a while. I just don't understand the killing off all these does. The more doe you have, the more bucks you're going to bring in, I think. But that's just their law. My understanding is March or something, they're looking for ideas for the new Tennessee hunting season for 24, 25. I don't know. I might send in a suggestion to limit the deer to 3 doe period and leave it at that. And allow feeding again. Bring the feeders back in here like you do other states. Those are my only 2 recommendations for the Tennessee thing. So I look forward to the ending of this hunting season, and I look forward to building my new stand in May, June, so y'all can see me build a stand and put it up, and then get back to the other videos too. But like I said, we're going to end this video today, and we'll post it later, okay? All right. Just had a big doe come right across the bow over me. Probably could have got a shot over here, but I took a shot with my camera, as you can see the pictures here. It was still good to see. They're moving in the morning, that's good. Even though there's a moon out, half a moon, but they actually moved, which is pretty good. So, let's get back to it. Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome back to my channel. This is the last part of the video, I suppose. So, I stopped earlier this morning to go eat breakfast and etc. Charge up my phone. Nothing showed up except for that one doe, and I took a picture of her with my camera. When I said I shot her with my camera. I didn't use my rifle. The wife says, if you see a big doe, go ahead and take one out. I said, yeah, we'll see. So, why am I out here earlier in the afternoon? Well, the moon's up again, so that throws a cycle off in my opinion. So, I've seen deer about 2 o'clock or so, so it's like 1:20 right now, 1:15. And I decided, you know what, TV sucks, the news sucks, sitting on the internet sucks. So I come out here and just enjoy nature. I don't care what shows up, what doesn't show up. I mean, sitting in the deer stand or hunting is just, it's very relaxing. It's very calming. So I enjoy being out here in the woods. Now, I haven't hunted Bob's memorial stand recently. It's over here behind me. I'm to the south over here a little bit, or north. And then I told you I got a new ground blind where the tall boy used to be is where I'm going to put that, because down there by the creek, they seem to cross a lot back and forth on the lower part of our property. So maybe the bigger one will be there too. My neighbor's hunting next door. Somebody is over there, so that's cool. So I got to be cautious. If he shoots something, he might come out and try to find it if it comes on my side as well. So that's where we are today. So let's get to hunting. Well, today's a bust. Other than the doe this morning, there ain't even a squirrel out here moving. I just heard a bird for the first time in a long time. It's too warm, I think, right now. The deer are confused, and that moon's up, and I don't know. I'm confused. I mean, the other day it was cold, and the deer were moving. Today, it is not cold at all. So I ain't wore gloves at all. I wear a jacket because I'm sitting here, and when you sit a long time in an area, you can still get cold even though it's not that cold. So I'm going to call it quits, go back up to the house. I just noticed my rope that I had out here hanging is gone off the stand area. So I'm going to go check that out before I go up to the house. But hey, I'm going to post this video. I hope you enjoy it. Please stick along with me. One day we're going to have a good video where we got more deer and less talking. That's my objective. But like I said, I do this for fun and chit chat, and I got some reviews to do coming up, and I love review stuff, and I love sharing my do-it-yourself stuff when I make something too. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and have a Merry Christmas, because I'm not posting one before that. So y'all have a Merry Christmas and enjoy your families, enjoy yourself, and have a good time. Thank you.